Okay, hi Beachbody champions. Hello coaches. My name is Gabby. I am a one-star diamond coach and the founder of Team Rise Up Dynasty. And I am so incredibly grateful for this opportunity to be here to share with you guys today about how to effectively run challenge groups. So today I'm going to give you my 5 tips, and I kind of want to start with how I run my challenge groups is literally by using the 4 vital behaviors of this business. The 2 that really stick out to me that I use to run my groups is be the product of the product and get people results. That is our job as coaches, and that's exactly what I do and how I run my groups. So the first one to start off, number 1, is I always start from the very beginning of, yes, running groups is fun, and we have bod groups, we have Facebook, we have so many different tools and resources to get our people in the door and started right with all the accountability and support, because that's what we offer. I truly believe that our community is more than just health and fitness. It is 100% about the support and the motivation and the value that we have with these groups, especially now that we have bod groups. And so I do want to say that my very first tip, number 1, is making sure that you get your coaches, discount coaches, getting your customers started right. That is the most important thing. And I wish I would have had this in the beginning as a new coach. I'm just actually marked off my 3-year coach anniversary. And it's very important that you make sure that you have a system that's very easy to also duplicate down to your team as well. So what I started with was a welcome email. Super simple, with the link to either your Facebook group or your bod group. And then also, and it's very simple, like, hi, my name is this, blah, blah, blah. And then making sure that it's just welcoming them into your community, okay? And I'm sure your coach has one, or you could find a welcome email. You can search in groups. I'm sure you could find one. And then the other thing that I include in that welcome email are a couple things: a commitment letter, a checklist, a handbook, and the link to my virtual Zoom group that we have. That's a private Zoom link with a password that they get, and that is an open 24-hour Zoom that they can log on at any time of the day and work out with myself, my team, and other challengers in my group, okay? I also include a Google link with extra resources. This was something that was a game changer, because I had all of these cool resources and, all the things that I wanted to just give them, but I didn't want to overwhelm them, So I connected a Google link that I made with my, my Google Fitness email, my coaching email, and I just put all of the little things that I thought that my challengers could benefit from. And I attached that Google link also in the welcome email, okay? I also asked them to send me their before photo and email me back with their goals and the checklist. That is very, very important, because yes, we can run effective groups. We could have all the things in those groups, but if you're not first starting them out at getting them started right, that's where we're missing the piece of running those effective groups, because they don't know where to start or how to start. So that's very, very important to get them started right on track, okay? So, and again, you don't have to use exactly the way that I use it. And the best thing about this business is that you get to do what works for you, okay? So again, welcome email, Google link with all the tools and resources, a checklist or some kind of handbook, and the link to your virtual Zoom, and having them email you back with their before photo and also their goals, so that you know exactly what kind of goals they have and how you can help them in your groups. That's very, very important. Again, the vital behavior is get people results. And if you're not taking the time to see where they're at, what their struggles are, what their goals are, the groups is not going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue that you didn't start them off right. So that's very, very important, okay? My second tip is running the group. So we have different platforms. We have Facebook, we have bod groups. I personally use both. So I am a believer if it's not broken, don't fix it. And ever since I started as a coach, I've been using Facebook groups. And I love it. I love it because all of my business is on Facebook. If you're on a team, you have your team page, and I love using Facebook groups, but I also want to have a place where my customer or free leads come and they see a group that's open that they can use. You have to remember that as a coach, that it's not always about you, that it's always about your customers and your coaches and what's going to work for them, okay? And sometimes people don't have Facebook, and sometimes people don't want to be on Facebook right now because of uncertain times right now. So even if Facebook groups work for you and you absolutely love it, it might not work for that particular person who is struggling with mental health and doesn't want to be on Facebook and needs an outlet, and BOD groups is that outlet. So I personally believe that having two different, yes, it seems a little bit time consuming, but I'm going to go over with how I run that. But having two is something that was a huge game changer for me, because I was the type, I was like, I love BOD groups. I think it's amazing, but I'm a believer in if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? But I like having the option for my girls to say, hey, I'm not a Facebook person. Do you have another option? Yes, absolutely. I have a BOD group. Okay. And as a newer coach, I think it's vital that you start your own group. And I'm going to go over that in number 3, but how I run my groups. So I do have an ongoing group. It's what's worked for me the past 3 years. I do quarterly groups. So every quarter I do a brand new group, okay? And I check in with every single person in that group every single quarter. And I either remove them or, I give them the links to the new group. But when I start this group, I make sure that I have a ton of stuff in the unit section. And I also make sure that it's themed around the season that we are currently in. So for example, this month I'm running an October group, and it's based around it's called my October group. I've seen other girls have, October Boo Challenge or whatever it is, but I always like to make it fun. So investing in your business is another thing that was a game changer for me. Graphics and all of that kind of stuff, it's great and fun, but it's not what you're getting paid to do unless you have an Etsy. But invest in your business. There's Etsy, there's coaches out there that sell their graphics or that give them away, and find those graphics so that you can just plug them into your groups and that you don't actually have to do all of that hard work. Investing in my business was the best decision that I ever could have done. And by investing, I mean $5 or $6 or $7, the most maybe $30. Okay. But running monthly themes is a game changer. Doing spirit weeks, doing fun challenges, and my groups, they love spirit weeks. They actually ask me, can we do a spirit week every single week? And as much as I'd love to, I like to keep it kind of fun. No guys, we're going to wait till the end of the week. And so I have really bad allergies. I always do my spirit weeks the last week of the month or the first week of the month, depending on how they're kind of doing. Because remember, I do quarterly groups. So every 3 months, I like to kind of just refresh the group is why I do it. But I honestly just believe that running a new group every single month for me is a little bit more time consuming. Okay, I love running those ongoing groups and refreshing it every single month, because I also believe that everyone is starting on a different program. And I am very, very, very clear on, hey, what are your goals? What program do you like? And so then other girls are in the group doing different programs, yes, or doing a program together. And I always try and link the girls up as well. But doing the monthly themes is something that has been a game changer, and they love it. And I actually engage with them and I say, hey guys, November's coming up. What kind of theme do you want to go with? Do you want to go with a fall, go with a Thanksgiving theme? What should it be called? And I give them I kind of do a poll and I give them different option names for the group for each month. And then we go from there. So I actually include them in that group name for the month so that they feel like they're a part of something bigger, okay? The spirit weeks, range from this week we're doing jack-o'-lantern socks, we're doing a costume week, we're doing wacky hair day, you can do a fall sweater day. honestly use Pinterest, or maybe reach out to other coaches who might have done a Spirit Week. But Spirit Week has honestly been such a game changer, and my groups love it. And for fun challenges, I try and do a fun challenge at least once a week, not on the Spirit Weeks, but once a week I do a fun challenge, whether it's Water Wednesday, and we all tag each other on Instagram, or we do a dance party with Energize, or we do, I've also done a partner week. So that is something that I actually loved. I posted in the group on a Sunday, and I had them team up and tag up and choose a partner in the group. And every single day they had to tag their partner in the group. So this is just different ways that you can make your groups fun and effective. But most of all, to recap number 2, is making monthly themes, doing Spirit Weeks, and running fun challenges. That is something that I always try and think, how can I make this group fun? How can I make them engage more? And accountability is honestly everything, which is why I love those Spirit Weeks. I love the themes and just bringing the spirit alive in my groups, okay? It's not always about, hey, drop your sweaty selfie and peace out. A lot of the times, these girls are looking for fun. They're looking for joy. They're looking for extra motivation and accountability. And this is exactly what I love doing in my groups and what has worked for me so far. So number 3 is start your own bod group, which is why I said in number 1, start your own bod group. And why? Like I said before, as a coach, and when you hit Success Club, 5 or 10 or whatever Success Club number you hit, which is if you're helping people, at least 3 people every single month, which you should be doing, bringing people into this community and bringing people into this world of, oh my gosh, I mean, this business and accountability group changed my life. So why would you want to help 3 people a month? But start your own bod group. Number 1 is because I honestly believe that as a new coach, and if you're a new coach or just kind of getting your feet wet, that starting your own group is going to level you up in a whole different way. I remember when I told my coach, hey, I'm going to start my own group, and I wanted to puke. I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to do it, what graphics I was going to use, what I was going to say, but I knew that my girls were signing up with me. And I knew that I wanted to run my groups a different way than my coach was running them. And that was okay, because the best part about this business is that you get to run this business exactly how you want to run it. I do recommend, as a newer coach, to, yes, tippy toe and be in your coach's group and see how they're running it, but still open up your own bod group so that your girls do have that. Okay, because if you are helping 3 people a month, it's also important to have your own bod group, even though you're using an ongoing group with your coach or your upline, okay? But it's important to remember that the people that you sign up with, or the people that sign up with you, signed up with you. They didn't sign up with your coach. They didn't sign up with your coach's coach, okay? They signed up with you. And you don't always have to have it perfect. You don't always have to know exactly what to do. But when you do it and you set yourself up, you will, A, hold yourself more accountable to this business. B, hold yourself more accountable to your health and fitness journey. And C, have that one-on-one with those girls and be able to help them and to be able to get them results, okay? One thing that I can honestly tell from some of my coaches that have, come and gone, is that they say they want to work the business and they don't even show up in their own, in my challenge groups, and they don't even show up for themselves. When I started my own group, I had to show up for myself. I had to be the best challenger in my group. And that is another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, is number 5, going off of that, is be your best challenger. Be your best challenger. It is our job to show up with the programs and the products. Like I said, Vital Behavior, be the product of the product. It is our job to show up as one of the best challengers in our group. I remember actually listening to that to a training. If you want girls to show up in your challenge group and engage, you also have to show up every single day too. Okay, on the good days and the bad days. I have really bad days and I still show up in my groups and I'm checking in and I'm sending GIFs and I'm making sure that my girls are, taken care of, even on my bad days, because I know that if I'm having a bad day, my girls are maybe having a bad day. And so I make sure that I'm in there and they get me, okay? They're not getting my coach. And a lot of the times I see girls or other coaches add their customers to their coach's page and they rely on their coach to help their customers. And it's not your coach's job to help your customers. They signed up with you and it's your job to help them, okay? And it's okay to do it for a couple months or for 3 months, but then it's time to spread your wings and it's time to evolve and to start your own group. And even if it's 1 or 2 or 3 girls in a group, that's okay. That's okay. I love and encourage my team and my coaches to just spread their wings and run their own group because, again, like I said, and I know I probably sound like a broken record, but they signed up with you. Imagine this. They see you on Instagram, they see you on Facebook, and they're like, yes, I want to join your group. I'm so excited. But then you add them to your coach's group and they don't see you engage in there and they don't see you in there. And then they're like, wait, who is this person? I didn't sign up with them. So that's why it's important to start your own group and make sure that they see your face every single day, cheering them on, motivating them, showing up as the best challenger that you should be every single day in your group. It is our job to be the product of the product, to do a program from start to finish. Okay, to use the products, to share about Shakeology in your groups, to share about Energize. Okay. There's so many different things. Sometimes I do, hey, drop your Shakeology recipe. Hey, drop your favorite Energize flavor. Or, hey, what are you doing? 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix? And it doesn't have to be a pretty graphic. Most of the time, I'm either doing a poll or I'm doing just typing it in there and using, I don't know what they're called, but, making it colorful. And I get the best engagement from stuff like that. And honestly, that's what gets them to show up every single morning and post their sweaty selfie, okay? And my last thing is scheduling posts because this is really important. I struggled with this. I struggled because I love organization. And if you're like me and love organization and you're like, okay, I have this amount of time to check in my groups. I have this amount of time to, go through everyone's comments and check in. I am the type of person where I don't want to spend hours scrolling in my groups to check everyone, right? And so having a morning post that goes off at 5 a.m. every single morning has been a game changer for me. Every single morning at 5 a.m. and I schedule these posts for Monday through Sunday, 5 a.m. For the morning post. And it is a drop your sweaty selfie post. And I usually have on the graphic says drop your sweaty selfie. This is your daily check-in. And I also include my Zoom link in there so that they have it on the graphic. And I also include it in the caption as well. But I keep the captions also kind of short and sweet and to the point. And I simply just say, happy Monday, y'all. It's time to wake up. It's time to rise and shine. Drop your Monday motivation and drop your sweaty selfie and what workout you did. That's how simple I keep it because I feel like people don't really have time to go into a group, read a long caption, and then, all they really want to do is get their workout in, post their sweaty selfie, and peace out, honestly. And that's what's worked for me over the past 3 years. So I make that morning post in the morning. And then when I have the time to go in and check into my groups during my power hours or whenever that is, I will go in and I will comment, send a GIF, engage back and forth, comment, and then it also gives the opportunity for other girls to comment, or other men, to comment and to engage with the other girls in the group as well. And so it's all on one feed and thread so that it's easy for you to check in. Okay, having it organized is something that has been such a game changer for me. And the last thing is I also do a PM post. So I do a morning post at 5 a.m. and I do a PM post at probably around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I'm Eastern Standard Time, but it works however you want to do it. Eastern Standard Time. And I do a rate your day post. So I simply do rate your day, overall 1 through 5. Rate your nutrition 1 through 5. Rate your mindset 1 through 5. Rate your energy 1 through 5. Rate your self-love and confidence 1 through 5. These are something that I love reading this, and it actually gives me the opportunity to see where all the girls are at, because 90% of the time, your challengers will not reach out to you and say, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with this. And having this thread at night and giving them a 1 through 5 on what, mindset, self-love, nutrition, workout, overall day, all of those things gives you an opportunity to read through it and go in and comment and say, hey, Ashley, I saw that you put a 4 for mindset. What are you struggling with? Hey, Bianca, I saw that you put a 1 for your workout today. Did you get your workout in? It's still early. Do you want me to hop on Zoom and hold you accountable? This gives you the opportunity to check in with them and to see how they're doing. Remember that our job as coaches is to be the proof that the products work, get people results, and showing up and having amazing challenge groups where they're fun, with themes and fun challenges and spirit weeks, and having a place where it's all organized for them to have it very easy to know where they put their sweaty selfie and to know where they can check in at night, and kind of, I like to call it a pulse check. So at the top of that PM post, I do pulse check. That is what has worked for me over the past 3 years, okay? And always, always, always be your best challenger. I can't express that enough, okay? It is our job, okay? So number 1, to recap, getting started right. Get your girls started right with that welcome email, that Google link with all the resources, your virtual Zoom link, having them send you their before photo and emailing them their goals. Number 2 is running groups with monthly spirit weeks, monthly themes, fun challenges, and investing in your business and investing in those graphics. Like I said, you could find some on Etsy. You could find some from maybe your coach who knows someone, or make your own. But I really don't want you to spend all the time making your own, because there are other people that love to do that, and that is literally so cheap. And number 3 is start your own bod group, because even if you love running groups on Facebook, you have to serve both people. You have to serve people where they are in their life, and maybe people don't like Facebook and they need some kind of outlet, and bod groups will be that outlet, okay? Also, side note, there's a training in the back office for how to run a bod group, so definitely go watch that if you don't know how. Number 4 is scheduling your post, a morning and a PM post, to keep it organized and easy for you to check in, because if you're busy like me, I'm like, I need an easy place to check in. And number 5 is be your best challenger. So I hope this was helpful, and I really just wish the best for you guys. And again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Find what works for you. And remember, I'm actually going to give you a top one also, because this is important. Running your own groups can be scary, okay? And I know, especially as a newer coach, it can be really scary, right? You're like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do it. But no one really knows what they're doing. I didn't know what I was doing until I actually did it, okay? And running groups with other coaches is fun, but sometimes less is more. And sometimes you have to take responsibility of your business, okay? And you have to remember that sometimes life happens. And I don't want to depend on another coach to do the work for me, right? That's not what we want, right? We want to run our own business. We want to have girls come to our groups that get us. That is the best part of this, okay? So if I can give you one little advice, it would definitely be to just start your own group. Let go and spread your wings and just do the uncomfortable thing. And I bet you that in a year from now, you will remember this and say, wow, I'm so grateful that I spread my wings and I just did the hard, and I started my own group, because it made me the coach that I am today. And it made me step out of my comfort zone, and it made me work 10 times harder, and it kept me accountable. And now I have a system to then bring on to my coaches in my downline. So I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for hopping on. And if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below and I will try and go through them. But thank you so much for having me, and go run your bod group. Bye guys.